Okay, so we're back. Grrg. Oh, damn and blast.
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
I like how she's sitting offline. Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Huh? Maybe I should look to Camaro when I get to Martira.
This one's important.
An old inventor, Nuris. A hero's incense, 75. We left Nuris, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Room.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Stro says, so we're alive in Martira this evening. Then, good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Nera says, liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairies girls, right, you know. A carriage could never keep up at this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Stro responds, apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Gallica says, once we're alive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
There's a castle up there.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Crigante Castle.
Crigante Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Chicken noodle soup.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this
Caterpillar?
some kind of smoked dish?
Hell yeah, eat that big caterpillar.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
That's probably damn yummy and rich and freaking gonna get you sick. It's gonna be so good.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
'Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
She loves eating the bugs.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
That's great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Yeah, why would an asshole be coming and kidnapping kids to sell them? You think it would be the best way of doing things?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
So that takes a long time. She's probably doing something else.
And do you
Something
think
hideous.
this Heismay is your culprit?
Feeding them to the sandworm.
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
What's that?
It's your call. Oh,
Rival
I'm
gauntlet
so
runner. A major
trouble.
candidate's gauntlet runner seems to be here. But who's got pink? Because you got purple in the
It's your call.
damn it, I forgot the guy's name.
It's a campground.
Here's where we are now.
You can't even visit the area?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
Sweet dessert meat.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
You eat enough of these worms, you'll freaking have their worm aroma going through your, like, you know, sin or whatever. The other worms won't eat you.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honorable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're gonna go meet the lady of town first thing in the morning. So get your beauty streak, okay?
Aye.
And foreman says, "Don't know if I'm just arrived here or something. Did you just hear a Barden? And even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I would never be made a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information." That's right. If there's anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. But he doesn't actually give me the information yet. So we're not allowed to. We're not actually free.
Pleasure to see you.
Kind tavern staff. As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this. Hope it's all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourselves comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door to the desk. Huckenberg says, all the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed. Which makes this Hensway offensive all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting them will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood. I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair.
Got a moment?
Gadka says, we meet with the lady at Castle Morin. We're not particularly familiar with this area. Why don't we call it a night? They're not going to let me go out there and start doing any kind of recon. Still locked in, as it were. Well, but fireplace. feel the skilled craftsmanship in this cupboard. Looks like there's something in the back here. Obtain medicinal herb. Calica says, hey, not bad. Maybe Barton left it for us. Check. It's a pitcher of water. Should I take a drink? Drink. The water is crisp and refreshing. Obtain 20 mag. Stro says, finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep at the inn. The runner wasn't so bad.
Look at that.
I prefer the runner bunks, actually.
Right?
Gallica says, I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so a little rest easier in the inn. Stro says, I wish Numerus would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Should I return for the day? Yep.
Good night.
Gallica says, rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Gallica says, wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Gunnar says, where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
Gallica says, they all went to the Kirigate, I forgot, they said the name, I can't remember, castle ahead of us. Apparently, we can get there by climbing the stairs in the Stairstone Market. Are they gonna make us do that immediately? No, more's right here.
People missing.
That's the tavern? That's where you just came from.
I'm out of ideas.
There's a bounty. Recruiter dispatcher. I'm not handling any bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up in the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception will be open again by tomorrow. But you can, but can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway?
Now what am I to do?
All right then.
Candidate poster. Rogers poster. Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for the commerce and for yourself.
That sounds right.
Gallica says, sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to people who can't work? Besides, if there are no taxes, how could it keep them help anyone? It'd be every person for themselves.
Let's not.
Gallica says, if we run too far, we'll end up lost. They won't let us move. We're locked in. We're once again locked in to no freedoms. No freedoms to kill and murder and pillage. Alright. Hang on. Even protagonists can't survive that drop. Okay.
Now what am I to do? What were the gods doing? What were the gods doing?
You sell water, bro?
Hello there.
I have that. These are limited amounts of things that you can buy. You want to buy all of them? You need to buy all of them.
More people missing.
All right then.
Just a sec.
2 goats are holding us back anyway. She won't let me pet them goats.
An elder candidate?
Stairstone Market. Forgot about the damn jumping up. What you got here? Armors.
What'll it be?
A customer. Well, if it's armor you're looking for, go ahead and take a look. Got some appraising? Don't have anything. Damascus vest. That's $20,000. Guild investments. That's $10,000. That's expensive. Those are good, dude. What are these? Silver headgear. You don't have any of that. Desert gloves. Brave guards. You can't. If that's $40,000, all stats +2. Halves damage received from an ambush. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Now then.
You haven't bought any more armors yet. I'm about to come back. Those are expensive. Those are really expensive.
Can't be.
What'll it be?
I can't afford that. That's 55,000. It's big hit shit. That thing sucks. Celstice 145. What's the difference between these two?
Yeah.
A club. Crossbow. Those silver daggers are cool too. What is that, a whip? Wow, it's cool. That's a coin thing. That's it, you're broke. You're not gonna be able to afford all this shit. Like, not even close to affording it.
Can't be.
What'll it be?
You can't afford that. It's $20,000. It's amazing. The evade on that is amazing. I can't afford that.
Good.
I'm broke as shit.
Can't be.
Wouldn't last a second if I got kidnapped.
What you got here? Not every day. This is a general shop, I guess. Not every day an elder comes by. Oh, I meant no offense by that. As long as you buy something. You're sitting good on them. Fairy dust. 50 to all allies. That's amazing. Poisons. Days. Forget slapstick fan. You have some of them. I'm not even close to being able to afford what I want to buy. This is what you can look at the people's.
All right then.
She's not gonna let you.
That's wrong, though.
All right then.
Okay.
Oh, any one of them, too.
Well met.
Huckenberg says, "You're late. Poor Barton has been waiting on the tenter hooks. Apparently, the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not to keep her waiting, Let's be about it." What the fuck's this? Like I says, this building here doesn't seem like it's using it. What a waste. Stroll says, the castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting the city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagined this city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle.
I've awaited you.
Barton says, so you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right. Let's go, bro.
Aye, yes.
Barton responds, please, come this way then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
And then she gets the town behind us. We have a little town. What's the capital port city or whatever?
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
All right.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk, with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too. What's this guy saying?
Boy.
Austere man says, Oi, you there. Can I talk to you a bit? Heard that you're going to catch Hemsway for us. Now, I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that's gone missing.
My thanks to you.
So not just kids. I don't know if it can be any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworm? Austere man replies, unfortunately no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Galka says, really? That's at the Starstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Oh, hey!
Still can't go there. This lady's got something to say.
Welcome.
Hardy Butcher says, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey,
Gallica says, oh no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't have to know anything about the giant sandworm, do you? Butcher responds, only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Gallica says, wow, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Butcher replies, let's see now. You might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite fondness for giant sandworm already. Don't we all?
What is it?
Tired Man says, giant sandworm? We Martirians love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite, but I know a little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You can't eat the parents? Man says, what a silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us, though. That does remind me.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite a feat. Maybe he's still in town.
nice.
Gakka says, that's a good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around the Thoroughfare Square.
An elder candidate? No. Must have gone wrong.
More people missing.
Hungover man.
I can hardly think on it.
Ugh, this headache. I am well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey. I'm embarrassed just thinking about it yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
More people missing.
So not him. Or maybe it is him.
What do you want to know?
Informant says, you were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Gallica says, well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. That's an amazing chick in the background. Informant says, oh, that guy from last night? Yeah, he was blathering so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. Know what he said? Man says, why don't you ask him yourself? I know your next question is plain as day, but where is he? I'm this town's informant, you see. I could tell you where the merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free. I'm about 150 reeve. Alright, I'll pay it. They only get 10 reeve left. Informant says, just like I knew you would. Now, a deal's a deal.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishka in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern, he practically taken a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right.
Gallica says, yes, finally we got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant.
I can hardly think on it.
Hungover man says, ugh, my head. What is it? You got business with me?
Hey,
Gallica says, hey, is it true that you got pretty close to Sandworm's den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Man replies, right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant Sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, this story turned into me waltzing right up to the Sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
no good.
Gallica says, well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck, and still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you.
Look at his fucking eyes.
I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
What?
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash.
Like a sandstorm.
It's a local event. A kind of storm. And the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heismay might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heismay anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
With this information, we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh?
What if he's lying and during the sand flashes when only sandworms come out, huh?
Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Why would that be common if I said to everyone? And why is his eyes like that?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
What a bitch.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think I heard something just reacted. What is that?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
You look like you can put something in there or you like fucking teleport or some shit.
Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rested inside the gauntlet runner for the day at Nero's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I should have probably waited to Idle's Day to buy things. I'm stupid. Uh-oh.
Your journey is going well, it seems.
I don't have a gunner, man. You can hit me up somehow?
One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
What are you talking about? That thing in the gauntlet runner?
Are you talking about that thing inside the gauntlet runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the gauntlet runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your gauntlet runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
So we can teleport quickly back, so that way we can talk to Maria.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
It is the ride, bro.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
You just gotta think about it.
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Give me pantry. Pristine water, meat. Alright, it's glowing. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
So I only got 2 teleport spots. I'm assuming that the other 2 towns we haven't been to yet will also be teleport spots. I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought?
You have to visualize it. If he hasn't been there, he can't visualize it.
If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but I've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
I don't have any money. Subject Jake Hellsway. To capture Hellsway, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations is changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, your town will you stay in will become your new base. Your departure is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. Going to other cities. If you want to return to previous locations, such as Grand Trad, open the world map and select your destination. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous time to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
Oh, that's right.
So?
Gallica says, we're up against a strong opponent, so we better make sure we're as strong as we can get too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties at the recruitment center. Well, we're going to have to do them because I'm in trouble otherwise.
More people missing.
Who wants this?
Oh, my apologies. You all right there? That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go?
I bet you stole my 10 cents I only have.
He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
So you're a thief.
Oh no! Grius' dagger is missing!
Uh-oh. Appears Grius' momentum was stolen.
Let's chase after him! I don't see him anywhere! Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Where can we find a clue that leads to the man who took Grius' memento? Gallica said, let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on!
Gallica says, hey you, that guy who stole a dagger, any idea where he went?
No.
Pompous man responds, I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. Gallica says, that's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Pompous man says, is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Gallica says, oh, come on, not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can we get him? You have enough? With my overflowing imagination, I picked some appealing ways one might benefit from having a future king in their debt. Wow, so we had it. We had what the point we needed. Pompous man says, "You, the future king? That's quite a go. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur." But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more. And you want your item back. But I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these sorts are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
And set it up.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then?
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
What should we do?
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
If there's treasure involved, sure.
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus. The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
Need to find Mavilo's ring. It's a rank 4. No deadline.
I implore you.
Even your gauntlet runner, it's a night's travel from Martira. A bit far, but considerate with your compensation, don't you?
We'll face danger here.
Here's where we are now.
I'll be waiting.
Just tell Gallico what happened. Alright, that was one of them.
More people
What's this guy?
missing.
Spirited Seer.
What say you?
Traveler says, you find yourself in ignorance of the weather and subject to the winds for a night. I can tell you what clouds will come in 2 days hence. If you check with the weather before traveling, they can forecast the weather for the next 2 days. I don't have it.
Pop by again, won't you?
I don't have that kind of money. I'm broke as fuck. So this one's tolerance, imagination, courage. What's this guy say?
Oh, what'll I do?
Gloomy Youth says, I can't believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. Galka says, I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Youth responds, a fairy? Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who here to hunt down his way? You lot came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to be a great number of carrier pigeons, so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
Why did this happen?
Seems like they need them to for the tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so they're Their lost friends are very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Camaro by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with the kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they'll need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I can keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I might as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and the gauntlets runner of yours come to in. Please, save my job, save the town. Of course I can ask you to work for free. Let's see, is 75 enough to reward for you? Leave it to me. That one has a time limit.
I'd so love your help.
Youth says, oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one pigeon parcel for me. I'll need it by July 11th if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Camaro too. The merchants of Camaro have plenty of other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
That's got 13 days on it, but I'm invincible noodles, okay? But I probably need money to do it.
Whoa.
You don't have to,
That reminds me.
in this village Neris is talking about, remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask villagers about the old man if we go.
Nice little village. Here's where we are now.
We only have so much time to spare, but if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. Recruiter dispatcher says, with everything going on, they need all hands on deck. I've got to get out on patrol, so I'm sorry, but we'll be closed on July 2nd to the July 4th.
Take a look.
You're the one who took care of the bounty in Tredia Desert, aren't you? I've heard the rumors.
What?
Gallica says, Tredia Desert south of Grand Trout, right? So how did you know that? The royal capital is pretty far from here. Recruiter says, don't underestimate the military. Need to see these shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
Good hunting to you.
Probably through the carrier pigeons. Anyway, you can look up a list of bounties from across the country, regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So fight your hardest to clear them up, alright? Bounty target. We got that one accepted. What about this one? 16,000. Let's go over. Gorbin King, Forest Champion. And you just say Gorbin King in the Imp's Den, east of Martira. Defeating Gorbins in black may lure it out. The informant at Vescara Tavern in Martira should have more details. I don't have my money though.
Don't go get yourself killed.
This bounty contract for Gorbin King, an impressive name, if it wasn't only a Gorbin rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
Gallica says, we're familiar with Gorbins. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Recruiter responds, not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you've dispatched the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey.
Gallica says, so how about it? Do we need funds for, we do need funds. We'll do it. Recruiter says, excellent. In that case, the Gorbins are sulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Martira. When the king's not around, in Magic Wildy, Gorbin keeps order within the horde. Take them out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you can get information from the target from the Martina's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate
Good
times.
hunting to you.
Bring me the Imp's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get the reward.
Let's do it.
That's real. That's what I need.
Let's see here.
Here it is. Apparently, it's called Imp's Den.
And right there's a labyrinth. All right.
Okay, you have another fucking quest? That's one you have to do.
All right then.
I have $10, bro. Yeah, I have 10 fucking dollars.
An elder candidate?
All right then.
That's a meek selling person. Stop by here. You should have. See, you could now see it's on sale. The shit that you just bought is now on sale.
You be real.
Yeah, it's a big enough deal because you paid 7,000. That's 5,000. You're going to sell some of your
Now then. Now then.
When I get out there to a town or whatever, we're going to be that merchant class
Elder candidate?
and then kill.
No.
I need money. I need a lot of damn money. No, that's not who I'm doing. I'm doing with. I need to go to the inn.
All right then.
I'm out of ideas.
What you want to know?
Informed man says, what is it? Something you'd like to know? I can't even afford that. Learn about the monsters in the abandoned tomb. Keen of the Imps. Yes.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but you journey deeper and you find yourself in Gorbun heaven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Gorbun is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Gorbun king who runs the horde, you're going to have to want to take out the Gorbuns in black cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you'll find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. If you already know, but don't even go wielding the staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle and can't even control it. What else? There's also a lot of giant insect called Vesp in there. They're particularly weak to pierce attacks. You best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort.
Thank you kindly.
That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing into that place. I mean, my spear sucks. My spear, the warrior, the knight sucks.
More people missing.
What now?
Alright. So when we come back, we're going to that Gorbun cave, and then I need to stay there as long as I can respawn, crush the Gorbuns, and then get some damn money, because I'm broke as it gets, dude. I'm super broke. It's bad. Okay. And when I buy stuff, I need to buy, when I go buying armors and shit, I need to wait till it's on sale. Alright. Stopping right here.